Hell you! Ooh, I'm on a cleavage thing today. No cleavage for you. Okay, maybe a little bit. I don't think that part can be avoided. Hello and welcome. So, who we working on today? Um, um, the Leo male. What has God done for you lately? Yeah. Yeah. Most High God, please block anybody trying to interfere with this reading. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your children. Thank you. So, Leo male, you were wronged in a situation, Leo male. You didn't deserve it. And God executed justice on your behalf. So, what has God done for you lately, Leo male? We are about to find out. Ooh, yeah. So, Most High, what do you want to tell us about the offense committed against Leo male, please? I think it's time to get rid of that one. It lasted a very long time. Okay. And then karma, please. I kind of like and I'm equally scared of this yellow deck. It is very, 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 very revealing. It's been telling us things that happened like in history that we didn't even ask about over the last couple of days. It's like, what? Yeah, man, get a whole history lesson. Never intended to. God is like, in the beginning. Or very long ago. Giving us a whole history rundown. Which we appreciate, but it's been kind of scary for me because it's like, it's just coming out like straight, you know? But imagine, I don't get weird when I get private governmental information, like inside government secrets that most of the people in government probably don't even know. I can get inside even the minds of the prime ministers and the presidents and stuff like that. I know exactly where they stand. And that don't faze me none. But all this history that's been coming up about how they treat women and what was it? Even the bit about slavery and the time frame, and there was the one about like Chinese people being attached to their chi or their source, and oh yeah, that came up in that's the slavery one. and the Africans were also attached, and then they decided that the descendants decided I could do it better than grandma and grandpa, and God was giving us like, I wouldn't say that the time frames are like 100% accurate, but you can see that they're in the vicinity of. It's been great and scary at the same time. All right. So, Leo male. Let's see, how are you wronged? Or what God want to reveal about the offense. My hand is still dry. Oh, for those of you who want to know the lineup, let me just who's next. So after we do Leo male, next we have Aries male. Might want to get a pen or something and write it down. Okay, tell you what I'll do. I'll wait and I'll read them out for you. I'll give you a few minutes to get some kind of writing material or type it in your phone. I do suggest writing material because we need to stop being so reliant on these phones. All they have to do is take the power away, and all the information you have on phone becomes non-accessible. Okay, we should have never let go of our CD players and our cassettes and our cassette players. We should not have our DVD players. We should have never let go of this stuff because now everything is online. All they have to do is turn off the Wi-Fi or turn off the internet connection, and all you have no music, you have no movies, you have no books, you don't have no access to your dictionary, you don't have no access to your Bible or your Quran or any of the other holy books. You don't have nothing to research anything because everything is online now. It's not very safe. You know the people that run this. You know how they roll. You're giving them too much power. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that y'all got your writing material. So start investing in physical books again. Okay, and if you can get like CDs and them kind of things, get it. So in times of hardship, the only house that'll gonna have music in it is yours. Then you can start charging people to come to your yard to listen to music. Okay, so next, well, today we're doing the Leo male. Then we have the Aries male coming next. Then we got the Capricorn female coming next. Then the Cancer female. Am I going too fast? Let me say it again. So today we're doing Leo male. Next, we got Aries male. Then Capricorn female. Then Cancer female. Then Sagittarius male. Then Cancer male. And then Aquarius male. Okay, that's the lineup. So I might do 2 in one day depending on how I feel or whatever, but just know when I come on and we got this clobbering time, you know who's coming next on the roster. Okay, so Leo male. Let's see what these crazy humans did to you. Assuming it's humans. World is a magical place. Ever wondered where the story come from about this Bigfoot and aliens and all the other mythical creatures that we heard of, unicorns? Like, where did that come from? Dragons. But like I said, way back when we were connected more to nature and we weren't as evil as we are today, a lot more was being revealed to us because we weren't scary. That looked remotely like different to us, we start getting scared, and the next thing we want to do is either we got the government that's going on grab it and do experiments on it to want to check its blood and its vital signs, and just fucking dissect it. And then we got people, the people, we just probably want to kill it because it's like, you're very weird. I've never seen anything like this before. We get scared and we run into our house. It's just, that's why the mythical beings, they hide from us because they know we can't handle it. Now tell me how the clobbering dude, what is his name? From Fantastic Four. I don't even know what his name is. All I know is his clobbering time. Let me see. He showed up yesterday on my board. What's that about? What kind of energy is that? How did that happen? Even this device, when it's too cold, it doesn't operate properly. So I turned off my internet. Hold on. I'm coming. Sorry, guys. It's disconnected from the internet. I guess some information are probably not in books. Or are they? I think they are. We'd have to go to like a comic store to find out this type of information. But we need to make libraries, home libraries, great again. Hello. Okay, so who are the members of the Fantastic Four? Oh, Ben Grimm. So his name is Ben, I think. Mr. Fantastic, the Invisible Woman, the Human Torch, and the Thing. They call him the Thing. I'd say he's the real Rock. He's the Rock. How disrespectful. You want to call it the Thing? It's a bumbleclot rock. He make out a stone. Well, on the outside. But yeah, man showed up in my board yesterday. That's why I took the camera down and showed you guys so that y'all know. I mean, you can call me crazy if you want to and say I'm weird and all these things, but in some cases I have evidence to back up my crazy, you know? Anywho, Leo Mail. Let's go. The Thing is the real Rock. Dwayne the Rock Johnson is flesh. Nah, Rock. I guess they couldn't call him the Rock because of copyright infringements. So they call him the Thing. Couldn't you find a word that's related to Rock to call him? Like G or something, you know? And I'm not a genius. It's like, where did all these superhero, like, how do you come up with something like that? I think some of them are based off of real living people, creatures, entities. I don't know what to call them. I never. Are you serious? Did y'all see what just happened? I just put them down just like that. And now I pick them back up same way I put them down. Isn't that crazy? You know, you're playing basketball and you make your opponent believe you're going this way and then you swing around and go the opposite way. As a matter of fact, that's not what God did. I don't know, God just pulled a fast one on somebody, including me. Wow. I don't even know how. I'd have to stop and think to explain that. But basically, the exact same order I put the cards down in is the exact same order God made me pick them back up. So exactly how they were before I put them down after I did that split is exactly how they are now. What does that mean? So something has not changed. It's like going through a whole bunch of work only to have it absolutely, completely, 100% fruitless. Because it's like nothing changed. Something changed. And then nothing changed. Interesting, Leo male. Okay, so the subject matter. I want to love you in the best way. Ooh, la la. Okay. Okay, so we got that's a contradiction. I want a serious relationship with you, and it came out with I never want to see you again. So right away we can see people are playing games. How could you want a serious relationship with someone yet you never want to see them again? That's the underlying issue is fame. You are my prisoner. Interesting. I want us to be friends with benefits. So this is like a pretend relationship because of fame. So being with someone who is famous or someone who is kind of a celebrity, whether overground or underground celebrity, but then we got you are my prisoner. So this person never really intended to love you in the best way in the first place. They just wanted to be attached to you because of your fame. Let's read on. So we got, you held me back from my shadow self. So that's bringing out the better side of someone. I am just playing games with your mind. Yeah. So this person bring out the best in you because they know that if you're more loving and kind and genuine, you're easier to use and manipulate. So they were just playing games by holding you back from your shadow self. So this is like having someone in your life telling you about all the good things about you. And it's like, even though they see all these good things about you, they're only kind of inflating your ego and inflating your head, giving you a big head because it'll keep you kind of confused, so you can not clearly see what they're actually doing behind the scenes, which is keeping you a prisoner, mental captivity, by playing a game with you. I want a serious relationship with you, but yet I never want to see you again. How can those two things come out together? Let's read on. So we got, I don't know what you desire, or you don't know what they desire because they're keeping it from you. I want to be a better person. I want to change my player ways. So I think the story is clear. Yeah, they fooled you so that you could trust them. I trust you and I am scared of you. So at the same time, they want you to trust them, and they wanted you to be scared of them because they don't like you. They're just using you for your fame and your money. Yeah, I don't want a serious relationship. So I think we've dug. I'm hearing dig some more. Okay. I grew up. So you're helping them to grow up, meaning you're helping to make them look better in the eyes of the public. You know, being with you is a good look for them. I'm afraid of what others think. Yeah, being with you is a good look for them because by themselves, they're not really much, and they're afraid of what other people think of them. So you made them look good. I know it was my fault, but I blamed you. So this person know that they're a dickhead, or this woman knows she's a female. Because over on this channel, if y'all want to be gay, fit the messages as they relate to your gay lifestyle. I'm not catering to that, okay? Yeah. So I know it was my fault, but I blamed you. You entered my life just when I really needed to be loved, or just when I really needed to be picked up. So this person saw you as a gem because of your fame and your money and your connections and stuff like that. Yeah, it's all about the ego. My ego got the better of me. So you boost this person's ego, so they were boosting your ego so that you keep giving to them and being around them, because it was really about their ego being boosted, not yours. I want you to father or mother my children. So did they go so far as to make you believe that they want to have children with you too? And I want you to teach me how to love. And we're in it for the long haul, baby. I see you as a gift from God. I'm ready to build a business with you. This person was really laying it on thick, in it. I am ready to build a life with you. So this woman really really had your brain was all scrunched up in the palm of her hand. And then she put that fuck on you and made you go even crazier, like brain freeze, yeah. Okay, here we go. I was wrong about you. So is this you waking up? I cannot promise that I will never break your heart again, but I promise to try very, very hard not to. Love, sex. I don't want to change my player ways. And then we got I lied. Very interesting. I like to be the one in control. So yeah, this person used their sex and all these things. And I guess when they hurt you and you started to see through the cracks of what their real intentions are, you started to see clearly that this woman don't really mean well. She want to hurt me and use me and stuff. So what she do is she come back and apologize. I can't promise that I'll never break your heart again, but I promise to try hard not to. I'm doing the best I can to love you. And we got the love card, then the sex card, you know. Makeup, sex, makeup, sex. That's like the most ridiculous thing. Listen, if you're in a relationship with me and you hurt me, don't think about no makeup sex with me. I'm not turned on by makeup sex, you see me, because me done vex with you already. So there's no way that the sex with me gonna be good. You broke that connection between me and you mentally and emotionally. So makeup sex don't make no sense to me. I think that makeup sex only makes sense to people who are uh they're like surface based. Those people, they don't love deeply, they don't connect deeply. They're the people that can meet people tonight and fuck them tonight. That's the people that are cool with makeup sex. After you hurt me, shit, the makeup sex I want is you fucking treating me right. Don't try come touch my body, because my body's not going to like at that point. So this makeup sex business is nonsense. It's never made any sense to me. Because from my mind don't like you, my body don't like you either. It's not gonna work. So I will not be intrigued by you touching me. I don't want you to don't even put your hand on my leg. Don't throw your hand around my shoulder. Don't touch me at all. Until I feel like I'm respected and we rejoin that spiritual connection. You can forget about the sex. My body, my mind, and my soul, we don't like you. Shit. So yeah, so this person is just playing with you, and when they hurt you, they come back and they apologize deeply. And then they go and they have sex with you. And in the back of their mind, they know I don't want to change my player ways. I lied to you with all that love and sex and apologies and stuff like that, because I like to be the one in control. So this person know exactly what they're doing. So you had a woman or have a woman in your life who was just playing around with you because she wanted to use you for your fame and your money and your connections. She wanted to be the first lady in your life because it's a good look for her. She didn't give a fuck about you. And the thing is, when people treat you like this, when you lose your status, they're gone too. So while you're wasting your time with someone who is only using you for what you got right now, the person who would love you with or without these things, they're out there not getting any of your time or your attention. Probably being treated like shit by you because you think you got you a gem when you're the real prize in the relationship, but she don't make you know that. She want to keep access to you. So she have to keep you at the perfect spot where you don't feel like you're too important. But anytime it slip too far, she come and bring in the sex or the hot fuck to make you feel like you are that important. It's a game. So let's see what their karma is, Leo male. So whoever you are well known in your society or wherever you come from. You could be like some kind of a celebrity. whether on the international stage or just on a national stage or even on a local stage, just around your community, you're well known, and they see your light, they see your hype, and they want to be connected to that. So how does that relate to what happened with the cards? Because everything was already set up, and then I put them all down, and exactly how I put them down, God made me pick them up in exactly the same order. So then everything went back to being how it was before the interference. So it looks like God restored you. So even though this woman came in your life and was such a nuisance, it looked like she wasn't able to damage you per se. Yeah. So she thought that she was hurting you or damaging you in some way. But really and truly, you are fully restored back to your original setting. It's like she was never there, creating all this emotional havoc and this mental torment, because you're trying to figure out, like, is this bitch for me or is she not? Like, what's happening here? Can I trust her? Do I need to get rid of her? So it looked like, yes, it's like God preserved you. So you were put out for a little while, but then God restored you to exactly where you were before the interference. So it's like God keeping your reputation intact, you know. So this energy vampire, she didn't get to do much damage to you and your reputation, if any. God basically preserved you. Okay. Because it's like, what was all that for? I put down all these cards getting ready, and then end up picking them up in exactly the same way that when I put them down, and they were exactly back how I put them, how I had them in the first place. Hmm. But it didn't really say that she was trying to hurt you. It was more about her and what she can get out of being affiliated with you. So the fact that I picked up all the cards and put them back in the exact same order, I think is representative of that. She wasn't there to hurt you, because she has to keep you good so that you stay on top. Because if you're on top and she's with you, then she's on top too, you know? So in a situation like that, it's easy to assume that this person really love you and has your best interests at heart. But the truth is, she didn't. Because let's suppose that you had clocked on to what she was doing and you decided you're going to leave her and go about your business and cut her out. I would imagine she'd be the type to want to sabotage your efforts then. You know, it's like, since you don't want to be with me, first of all, she'd hate on whoever this next chick is that come into your life, whoever she feel took her place, you know, and just make your life a living hell from outside. I'm not saying that would have happened, but it seemed like the type. As long as you kept her steady, then your career and your future was safe. because she want to keep it safe for her sake, not for your sake. So it's like intent. This is a case of intent. So even though she didn't come into your life and wreak havoc in your life, God is going to punish her because of her intentions, her selfish intentions, because she was only taking care of you because she want to keep you up so that she stays up. So only when she feels you slipping away, she would actually put in any effort to make her love, her support, her attention available to you. It's like a carrot. You know them ones where they got like the carrot on the stick? They tie the carrot onto the animal and the animal could see the carrot, but the further forward the animal go, the carrot is always further ahead because it's attached to the animal's body and they could never actually put their limb out to grab it. So she always stayed just where you could see her, and when she feel you slipping away, then she, the carrot, would come back closer to you where she's in arm's reach, then you could touch her. It's crazy. That's rude. But you see, humans, it's very easy to believe somebody, the way that she handled this, is very easy to believe that she truly loved you. No, my darling, it wasn't about you, it was about her. It was all about her. She just really crafty with it. She real smooth with it. And she's the type too that if she sees another opening with somebody who is even more famous, who got more money, who got more links than you, she might just, once she feels like the door to them is open to her, she'd be gone. And that would also suggest that she would be the type to be like open to cheating on you as well. So while she's with you, because you're the golden ticket right now, she's always looking for the next more golden ticket, you know. So it was only a matter of time before she left you. But I don't remember hearing anything about a split from that deck, so it seems like this woman is still in your life. But let's see what her karma is anyway. Because she can get the karma while she with you or if she leave you, it don't matter. I'm sorry you're going through this, Leo. Women like that make the whole feminine species look bad. That's why people come out with songs like, these hoes ain't loyal. Hoes ain't loyal. I think you have to take accountability for hooking up with a hoe. I think that, you know, 1 + 1 = 2. Of course, a hoe ain't loyal. She gotta make her money. Duh. It's her occupation. Her occupation is who? Y'all be wanting to get hoes and turn them into housewives because y'all think that hoes got the best fuck. Y'all think that just because a woman ain't out there flinging it here and there to this person and that person and getting a lot of practice, that she can't give you a better sexual experience than a woman who has had a lot of sex. That's what y'all keep telling yourselves. And a lot of times you base your next partner on factors like this, thereby choosing wrong. You know, big breasts, big boobs. She could bounce that ass, she could clap them cheeks, and you're like, yep, that's my wife. I want that one. And finally, you get the sexual experience, and it's like mind blowing to you in comparison to the other experiences you've had in the past, and you feel like, yep, that's the one. It's time to change the educational system. Yeah, yeah. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you need a new identity. Okay? Men need to stop doing, you need to stop doing that to yourselves. Okay? Your criteria for finding your wife or your next girlfriend, it is shabby. It's very lowly. It's very deceptive. It's very surface level. Because these same women that got to be with you because of the size of their tits or because of the size of their backside or because of how pretty their face is or how nice their hair is, or she got the position of your wife or girlfriend because maybe she got a little bank, maybe she know little tricks on how to get money or whatever, all these little stupid criteria that you choose to decide which one of these women you're gonna make your main or your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, or even your fuck friend. These same women end up being the mother of your children, whether by accident or deliberate. So it's like, yeah, you got all the other stuff going on, which was good enough for daddy. But when a child come into the equation, now you get to see another this woman. You gave her your seed. What kind of mother is she? What is she gonna train up your seed to be? Cashless society. She's gonna train up your child to be a bum because she was piggybacking off of you to make her money. So she's gonna train up your child to be a criminal. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Train up your child to be a criminal. This is our official criminal card in this deck. Yeah, she gonna train up your child to go about life in the European way, steal from somebody else. So she gonna raise up your sons and daughters to be criminals. That's what she gonna get. I don't care how pretty that child is or how handsome he is. He gonna be a crook. And he's most likely gonna end up in jail. She's most likely gonna end up getting her ass beat by some man that won't be cool with being used by her. But she can't help it because that's what her mama taught her. And her mama couldn't help it because that's all her mama was. And her daddy wasn't smart enough to choose a woman who was actually wise and independent thinking and ambitious and willing to take her ass to school and take the slow boat to becoming rich and being able to stand on her own 2 feet. He didn't choose a woman like that. He chose a gold digger. So a gold digger can only teach your seed to be gold diggers and thieves and dope sellers. Shit like that. It's the truth. Not here to make you feel bad. I'm here to open your eyes, my dear. So that pretty little daughter, that handsome young man who is your son, his future prospects and her future prospects, it don't look good. But that stems from your choosing. And then when you finally get smart and dump a woman like that, then you got baby mama drama. Because you now see the light and decide, you know what, next time I'm going to choose women based on better criteria and then you choose a better one, but now the better one is getting harassed by this old riffraff that you chose in the first place while you were young and dumb. You see how that works? And y'all learn the criteria from your elders. So the men who brought you up, they made you feel like big breasts or big ass is just the most attractive thing, or a sexy stripper who know how to swing her hips in, you know, magical ways. That's just the best thing ever. He didn't teach you about knowing the woman, because if you want to get more deeply entangled with the woman, she's gonna have some other skills than beauty in her body. That don't Her beauty and her body don't have anything to do with child raising. They don't have anything to do with uh generational wealth. Again. And then when you do make a little bit of money, she's the type of person, because she don't really value money like that. She value looking expensive rather than saving money and investing it into great businesses that can bring generational wealth. So she gonna always be spending your money on hair and nails and clothes and shoes and all type of frivolous shit. She don't give a fuck about the rent. She don't care about the rent. She don't care about buying a house. She don't care about building a foundation that your children can come and inherit. She wasn't trained up like that. She was trained to use her beauty to take man money, take men for a ride. That's how she was trained by her elders before her. The women and the aunties and the mummies and the grandmas from her generation. Because you chose a hoe. Because you swear that the hoes know how to fuck better than the good girls. Say good girls are boring. That's what you said. The hoes are fun. If you don't want to hear my speech, you can leave this place. Okay? There's so many other channels out there that you could be watching right now on YouTube. You don't want to hear what the fuck I have to say? Turn off. Get off my channel. Leave this place pronto. God sent me here to bumbleclot talk to you. Do not disturb my class, because there are men here who want to hear what the fuck I'm saying. So we got age 41 to 60. Accent. What did we come to the conclusion? Your accent is where you have been, the people you have been around. So you're an accent of your elders. You talk like them, you think like them, you make decisions like them. So if their life is a mess, expect yours to be a mess too, because you're doing what they taught you to do. No matter how old you are, 41 to 60, you're supposed to have your own mindset by then, but you don't. You keep making the same mistakes as your elders. They got fucked up baby mama drama. You got fucked up baby mama drama because you chose like them. You behaved like them. You thought like them. We got the police card. You need to police yourself. Pay attention to your situation. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. You will learn life lessons. Y'all need to start thinking for yourselves and stop following the crowd. Stop following your brethren. Their life is fucked up. If you're taking their advice and walking in their footsteps, expect your share of fucked up life. That's how that works. So right now, this woman that you got in your life just stringing you along because she liked the fact that you're famous and whatever else you got going on. She must be making your life a living hell. You're forever confused about how she really feel about you, because there's a part of you that can see the fuckery. It's like, how come I feel loved at this time and then I don't feel loved at that time? When she leave your side, what is she doing? She's looking for your fucking replacement. That's what she's doing. Because if there's a man out there with more money and more fame and better sex and whatnot than you, and she get a foot in the door where she feels secure, she's gonna leave you for him with no shame. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You can call her a hoe as long as you want to. She don't give a fuck. Shit. And then if you got a child with her, just know that that child is gonna be around whoever the fuck this man is. And whatever this man got going on. So now your daughter or your son is out there in the world with some stranger who don't see them as their daughter or son. So they're open for it's open season. You created that environment. You created that environment, listening to your elders and following in their footsteps, where they've been losing all their fucking life. And these are the people that you listen to. Some women don't care about how many men they're bringing around your little daughters or your little sons. And then when they violate the little children, and the children come and tell her, her ass is so dependent on his money or his whatever, that the child is the one who suffers. She called the child a liar. How many times have we heard that story in society? If y'all don't want to hear what I'm saying, come off my channel. You have an option. Y'all know I get deep on this channel. I can't help it. Somebody has to say it. Because y'all are going around like it's all hunky dory. Y'all are pretending. Y'all create this facade like everything is okay. Everything is not okay. And it's only when you tackle the root of the problems that you can actually make things okay. But society is not okay. Society is very far from okay. And you need to see how we made it un-okay so that we know what to change to make it okay. We made it like this. Our elders and ourselves, we made it like this. We created this kind of reality. We got AI generated or deep fake accent. So even our elders weren't being real with themselves. They weren't being real with themselves. Whoever taught them weren't being real with themselves. They know that the way that they were life, it was not working. They weren't happy with it. It's just like our grandmas who stay with their abusive husbands, and we're looking in from the outside like, oh my God, y'all are together for 45 years, 50 years, 60 years. Yeah, but what grandma's not telling you is how unhappy she was. How much of those years was grandma actually happy for? Or maybe grandpa was the one who was being victimized in the relationship. How many of those years was grandpa actually happy for? You understand what I'm saying? So this accent, this way of being, this attachment to the philosophies that we live by and all that, is AI generated, meaning it's fake. It didn't make no sense then. It doesn't make any sense now. And if you keep being like that, it's not gonna make any sense in the future either. So you're gonna have to explain this to me. So we got 3,000, okay, 3,000 something. It may not be years, but accent 3,000, and then we got Chinese coming in, and then the same age 41 to 60 years. So I know God is saying something here, but what does this 3,000 represent? Let's see what's the bottom of the deck. Toys, playing games with your life. But why is it Chinese? So I discovered it's like the Chinese women were also held down by their men, the same way that the black women are held, well, I think women everywhere are held down by their men. And we wonder how come grandma and grandpa together for 60 years and all of a sudden they want a divorce. It's because you don't know what was going on behind the scenes. They're not telling you. So the 3000 and the Chinese energy is how long this bondage has been going on. So it may not be 3000 years. It could be 3000 years. It could just be a cultural thing, like come down from well, yeah, it's generation to generation to generation to generation. The same foolish teachings are being taught. And we're here today with the opportunity to change it. But are we going to change it? So far, we've been repeating the same mistakes as those before us. Even at our ripe old age of 41 to 60 years, you've been in this world about this long. You see how your choices, you see how the way you think affect your life, affect your choices and that, and you still choose. And you've seen how the way that your uncles and your grandpas and your father's decisions have affected their lives, even your friends, and you're still walking into the same trap as if you don't see. Love does not hurt, okay? Love does not hurt you. Love is a healing energy. Whether it's tough love or gentle love, it's a healing energy, okay? What we got going on here is bad decision making, bad advice being carried out by men and women. This woman was taught to be a gold digger. That's the description of a gold digger. What she's doing to you. That's a parasite. She can't create wealth herself. So what she does is attach herself to somebody else who is wealthy. She can't create fame for herself. So what she does is attach herself to somebody who is famous. You understand? And you're the target, Leo male. You're her target, and you might be the target for several other females out there. So if you see girls flocking towards you, don't always think that they just think you're so fabulous. You are their meal ticket. Okay? You need to pick out the one from the crowd that actually love you for you, the one who would be willing to be with you, whether you were famous or not famous, whether you were rich or not rich. That's the one that love you. Okay? But you also want to make sure that she's ambitious too, because we both can't be down. I'm down on my luck and you just don't have no ambition. So when we're going about choosing wives or girlfriends or fuck friends, it's good to choose wisely. There's certain criteria that you really need to pay attention to in your life. And that's why I realize we've been doing wrong. We need to stop having sex with people, because when we have sex with people early up, it sends the wrong message, even to ourselves. We get attached. Okay? What we need to start doing is starting to get to know people again. Like, are you worth my body? That's what you need to ask, Leo male, because your body is that precious. Your dick is that precious. Your space is that precious. You are the fucking prize in this equation, because they want what you have. You have the prize. So you need to be very selective about who you share yourself and your time and your space with. And you have to be very selective about which elders you allow to speak into your mind and your heart and your soul as well. If they haven't gotten it right, chances are the advice they're giving you is going to make you get fucked up like they are as well. I think that's a healthy indication that you're getting bad advice. Or that's somebody that you really shouldn't be listening to. They don't know what they're talking about. Because if you had the answer, your life would be better. Your circumstance would be better. or at the very least, you'd be single right now. You wouldn't be thinking about going around mixing your energy with nobody, because you'd be single, standing back, watching the scene, so that next time you go to make a choice, you can make a better choice. Are you understanding what I'm saying? We need to take our future seriously. If you want to create a future where you're not fucking crying and lamenting over making bad decisions, then before you make decisions, you need to make sure that you have the information that you need to make a good decision. And saying all that, I'd like to also add that sometimes people change. So you might find a gem who later on, because of circumstances, just they go backward. So you have to be ready for anything in life. And when they move, you move. When they shift, you shift. Because you don't want to attach yourself to a loser. Okay? I know I may not be getting through to all of you, but I feel me getting through to at least one or two of you. And that's victory for me. That's what I'm here for. Making the same mistakes over and over and over and over and over and for generations, for thousands of years. If you're gonna choose a woman or you're gonna choose a partner, you need to choose someone who will be able to hold things together if anything goes wrong with you. Even if you have a situation where it's a traditional wife, she don't work or whatever, she need to have education, she need to have a network, she need to have skills, and she need to at least, even if she don't do what does on a large scale, let her have at least a small business whereby her name is always out there, her work is always out there, her ability, her abilities are known. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like just turning the fire on, but keep it real low. Okay, so if anything should happen to you, if you get into an accident or something like that, you know you have a woman who has a business that has the potential to be real lucrative, that she could just turn the fire up high, let her people know, yeah, I'm available for more time now. I could take on more appointments, or things like that. But y'all be so selfish. Y'all want the woman to be cashless and educationless because you want to be able to rule over her, thinking that you're invincible. But God got something for all of you who take on this mindset and try to manifest this nonsense. A relationship is supposed to be about a team. We're supposed to be in this together. Somebody that you can rely on. What did the Bible call them? Helpmeet or helpmate or something like that. It's your help. It's your friend. It's your confidant. It's your advisor. It's your comforter. Y'all are too careless when it comes to relationships. Very careless. When that's actually one of your greatest strengths. If you hook up with the right person in a relationship, you'll be surprised to see what your life will become. If you're famous now, you'll be even more famous. If you're rich now, you'll be even more rich with the right person. But y'all be thinking y'all are just it. It don't matter. She don't need to be smart. She just need to have a fat ass. She don't need to be ambitious. She need to have some big tits. She don't need to have a job. She need to ride this dick. That's how y'all be thinking. And that's why that's all you be getting. Everybody want to be the one in control. God is the one that's in control. Y'all are supposed to be in control of yourselves, mostly. You're only in control of each other when the other person is falling. Then you have to hold them up. That's how our relationship go. But I know what I'm saying sound foreign to some of y'all brain because it's like, what? What? Respect a woman, what? A woman's my equal, what? You need to fuck off out of here. You are the one who need to leave my video, my live. You're not welcome here. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the one or two who see the sense in what I'm saying because they know I'm right. Because y'all have tried what your uncles taught you. You have tried what your daddies taught you. You have tried what your mothers taught you. And the shit it lead you to a worse future. It lead you to a bad future that look very similar to your uncle's life. Look very similar to your daddy's careless life. Fucking baby mama dramas, and they're now lonely and they have to start all over with a relationship, or they live in a house with somebody and they stay in separate rooms in the house because they're too embarrassed to get divorced, but they don't like each other, so it look good on the outside. When they come outside together, you think they're such a happy couple, and when they go home, they don't talk to each other. They don't want to even see each other. They don't sleep in the same bed. All kind of fuckery. I'm talking to those of you who don't want that to be a repeated lesson in your life. Your partner is supposed to be your brethren. Your wife is supposed to be your brethren. Y'all are not supposed to only have fun fucking each other. Y'all are supposed to have fun being around each other. Be cool. The same comfort you feel when you're around your actual friends is the same comfort you're supposed to feel when you're around your woman or your man. You're able to talk about whatever the fuck you feel you want to talk about without being judged. And the same thing that you don't want your woman to do because you know it's going to offend you, don't fucking do it to her. That's called sacrifice. You sacrifice parts of who you are because you're not a single man or a single woman anymore. You have a partner that you care about and you don't want to lose, so you need to treat them that way. You got a car, you love your car, you keep your car clean because you want to keep the body nice and shiny. You don't want your body of the car to start rusting and shit like that. You don't want the inside of your car to smell stink, so you clean the car. That's how you fucking take care of your relationship. That's how a man take care of his woman and a woman take care of the man. The same way you love your car, you should love your woman. Or the same way you love your makeup set is the same way you should love your bumbleclot man. Treat them with the same care and consideration. Value them. If that's not what you got, you're with the wrong person, period. Nonsense. Just listening to teachings from all kind of people who don't know nothing about what they're talking about. They're giving you the perfect formula for you to end up old and alone. And you only realize that that's the formula that you got when you end up old and alone. What do you think then? It's too late. Who the hell is going to want you when you are sick? Now you want love. Now you want to take being a good wife or a good husband seriously because you need a fucking carer, right? You need someone who is going to help you cut your toenails. You need someone who's going to love your bald ass. You need someone who going to love you even though your back don't work well, or maybe you got erectile dysfunction and all these things. Now you want love, right? But when you were strong and strapping and able to live life, you didn't have that kind of love. You gave your young by people who don't deserve it. And now you want me, who didn't get to enjoy your young years, to look after you in your elder years. So what's in it for me? I don't want no old, saggy looking man or woman to spend my time with. If I didn't get to spend your young, vibrant, beautiful days with you, then I shouldn't be required to spend your old, decrepit, broke down, popped down days with you either. It only makes sense. Y'all play around with your young days, and then when you get old and you start getting sick and shit, that's when you want to start getting serious. Who the fuck want you then? Y'all are too high and mighty to sacrifice some of your young, agile days when you're full of stamina. You're too good to settle down when you're in that state of being, innit? You're too good for one woman them time, innit? You're too good for one man them time, innit? Well, when your body start to fail you, your eyesight start to fail you, your hair start to fall off your head, I don't want you then either. Hang on. Y'all are out of order. Our youth is the time when we're supposed to start to form bonds that we want to have later on. That's how the game go. When you're 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, listen, if you find a woman or a man that you like at that stage of your life, even if you don't have sex with her, it's somebody that you just consider to be a friend. And that's another thing. A lot of y'all, you only see the opposite sex as sex objects. You don't see them as friends. You don't see the caring nature in them. You don't value the caring nature in them. So if you're not getting sex from them, you think that they're just completely useless and worthless in your life. But that's not how it's supposed to go. When you're young like that, you get to know people, you spend time around people, you just build that natural bond. See women as people, see men as people. Don't see a man as a paycheck or see a woman as meat for you to land your rod in. You understand what I'm saying? You're supposed to be building bonds. So when you get to a certain stage of your life and you realize, okay, it's time for me to stop slinging this dick or giving this pussy out, you know who to go and check for. Hopefully they'll be available to you, because maybe somebody else already saw the greatness in them and snatched them up. It's your risk. But our youth is not a time for us to live frivolously and kill in your royal oats and all that fuckery. It's a time for you to start to build, get to know people, so you can decide who is your perfect husband, who is the perfect wife for you by the time you get to a later stage in your life. That's how you're supposed to do it. But y'all don't value people as people. You see people as objects to be used. And that's where you keep going wrong. You could have a girl who's a friend and you're not having sex with her. You could have a man who is a friend and you're not trying to use him. You just like him for his personality. You understand what I'm saying? See who you mesh with. That's what your younger years are for. It's not for you to use and abuse people and leave a trail of broken hearts behind you. Relationships or people that could have and would have loved to give you their best or show you that level of care that they wouldn't show anybody else. You destroy that by just seeing them as an object. Our futures were created by the decisions of our past. Pay attention. Our present was created by the actions of our past. Pay attention. So if you want a bright future, whatever you do today, it has to cater to the kind of future that you're trying to create. Do your best and nature will do the rest. God will do the rest. Because you can't control all of the variables, fair enough. There's some things that you don't account for, but do your best and nature will help you to take care of the rest. That's how the game works. That's how you win. You can't just live your life any old how today and expect a bright and prosperous future tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. What you put into life is what you're going to get out. That's how the game works. You're going to have to humble yourself. Stop living to please your friends. Stop living to please your aunties and your grandmas and your waste of space mothers, your gold digging mamas. If you don't want to end up like them, you need to do something different to what they did. Stop following your daddies and your uncles with their bad advice on how to see women and how to treat women and how to play with women. If you don't want to end up like them, you need to do something different to what the fuck they did. It's not rocket science. It's simple mathematics. Need to pay attention and be real with yourself. You're not missing out on anything if you choose to be a respectable man or a respectable woman. You're not missing out on anything good because you're building something for the future. So while everybody's going around playing around right now and laughing and drinking and going out and fucking everybody and playing with people's hearts and whatnot, and they look like they're having fun, and you're being more serious, giving somebody your attention, paying attention to a one person or maybe a two people or whatever like that. In the future, these party goers and whatnot, they're going to be lonely because they never formed a bond with anybody. They never took the time to get to know anybody well. They never allowed themselves to be a blessing to any of the people from their past. But you are a bit more attentive to one or two or three people or whatever. Just getting to know them. So in the future, you can make a good choice as to who you want. So later on, they're going to be lonely and empty. Later on, you're going to have a great deep bond with somebody who knew you from God knows back when. Y'all going to have endless stories to chat about with each other. Y'all have learned so many lessons in life. Probably some of them with each other. You understand what I'm saying? You grew together. So they know you, you know them. They've built a care for you. When you haven't spent time around anybody, or when you haven't spent time around a person and you haven't really been through anything with a person, you can't build that caring bond for them. You don't care for them because you don't know them. So you can create any image of them that you want in your mind to justify how you want to treat them, whether you're right or wrong with how you see them in your mind. It's easy to do that. But when you know someone, you know their character, so you can't lie about it. It's like, yeah, they're weak over here, but they're very strong over in this department. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're very terrible with money, but when they're down for you, they're down for you. Like, they're very loyal. If I could teach them how to manage money, put that with some loyalty, make a better partner. You understand what I'm saying? And while you're forming a friendship, it's easier to talk to that person because they don't owe you that obligation. They see you as a friend. So if you're having difficult conversations with them just as a friend, then they're more inclined to listen to you and not be offended by what you're saying. And they're more inclined to be honest about their shortcomings too. So you're helping to build each other so that in the future, if you choose to be together, you know their strengths and you know their weaknesses. They know your strengths and they know your weaknesses. Y'all got this relationship game all screwed up. Y'all don't have a clue what the fuck you're doing. Your youthful, vibrant days is not for you to just live it carelessly. You can live carelessly, but make sure you're building some bonds too. In your sexcapades, make sure you choose some of the personalities that you think you can actually go deeper with. Stay in contact with them. Get to know them better. Spend some time with them outside a bumbleclap bedroom. Just be their friend. Because later on, you will know who's to keep closer to you. by then they're done in their life already. It's not when you're older you're supposed to start to get to know somebody. I mean, if you don't have a choice, then that's what you have to do. But when you're young, that's when you're supposed to start to get to know people. Every gal is not a gal for you to be fucking. Some gal are worth more than just taking to the bedroom, bruv. That's what you need to realize. Every man is not a man for you to be digging out their pockets. Some men are so much more valuable than just their money and their fame and their status. You lost a good friend. You lost a man who actually cared for you. And he got the money. And he got the fame. He valued you, but you fucked that up by fucking him over, trying to use him for these things that he was willing to give you in the first place. The stupidity of our youth. It's the flip card. You flipped your fortune. You got the man, you got the money, you got the fame, you're the chick on his arm, he like you there. But instead of you just playing your position and being real with him, you want to play games with him. Oh, I want to build a life with you, but on the next hand, I never want to see you again. You an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. Your grandma, your granny, and your auntie and them taught you to be a fucking idiot. Does their energy seem familiar? Your grandma and your auntie and your grandauntie and your whoever the other female mentors are in your life, they all taught you to be a fucking idiot. You're carrying their energy. You're not in your own energy. What's at the bottom of the deck? You see? DNA manipulation. Manipulation being the operative word here. It's not you're not carrying your energy. You had the treasure right there in the palm of your hand and you chose to play with him. He had already accepted you. He was willing to share his fortune and his fame and everything else with you. He valued you. But you're so busy with your gold digging mission that you couldn't even tell the man loved you for real. Again. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Change their mindset or beliefs. They changed your mindset. They turned you from being pure to being a gold digger like them. They taught you to use love as a weapon rather than a building block to a better future. That's how a lot of y'all lose. If that man didn't want you in his life, you wouldn't have been in it in the first place. Leo male let you into his life because he wanted you in his life. Even though you had fucking nothing, you stupid hoe. He know you were a beggar, but he didn't mind providing for you. But you want to take him as a bumbleclad toy. Stupid. Stupid bitch. He knew you were a broke ass. But it didn't bother him because he know he got enough for the both of y'all. So if y'all are listening to your uncle, look at their life. If y'all are taking their advice, look at their life. That's what your life is gonna look like in the future. Remember that. If you like what you see, then proceed accordingly. Maybe the formula don't match you 100%, you'll know how to shift it. But if you don't like what they see, if you don't like what you see as their life, when you look at their life, you don't want that to be your life, you do well to not take their advice. Don't live like them, or you're going to end up just like them. Because whatever formula they're teaching you is the same formula that ended them up in the kind of quality of life that they're now experiencing. It's all they know. It's all they allowed themselves to know. Because just like you, they wanted to fit in with their friends and look cool. Who wants to be in love? Eh, man, fuck that hoe. Eh? And now they wish that hoe would come back. That quote unquote hoe that was never a hoe in the first place. They just called her that. They wish she would come back. If only. If I could turn back the hands of time, then my darling, you'd still be mine. That's what you're gonna be singing, bro. That's what this girl is gonna be singing. Shit, she gonna be singing that about Leo Male. But Leo Male, I'm telling you, I know how jacked up y'all teachings are. I'm saying this to you to warn you so you don't make the same fucked up mistake. Because I know once you've had your heart broken, it's easy for you to go out on the rampage like, I ain't trusting no bitch again. I'm not trusting no other woman again. Don't do that. We're not all the same. God just might send you a good one this time. And you don't want to give this good one the horrible treatment that you should have been giving to this fake bitch. Okay? We're not doing that. Treat a good woman like a good woman and treat a stupid bitch like a stupid bitch. That's how we going into 2026, okay? Okay. Y'all want to treat every woman like she's a hoe. We're not all hoes, my good sir. Okay? We're not a one-size-fits-all entity. We come in all kind of different sizes and qualities, you know? You have to read the book. Don't just judge the book just because it's a female. We're not all the same, my dear. Treat the bitches like bitches. Treat the hoes like hoes. And treat the queens like the queens that they are. That's how we roll. Okay? That way you won't lose again. And if a bitch turn into a queen, you shift as well. Because I'm not a bitch anymore. I'm not acting like a bitch. Why you treat me like I'm still acting like a bitch? And if a queen turn into a hoe, you switch as well. Because it's like, shit, you used to be a queen. Now you're acting like a motherfucking hoe. So I'm going to treat you like a hoe. So when they switch, you switch, bruv. When they move, you move. Just like that. Because people be switching up on you for different reasons, you know? Gotta stay ahead of the game, man. Okay. Let's do the pick up. Pick up, 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 pick up. Y'all know I'm weird, so get over it. Y'all already know I'm weird, so get over it. Yeah. Pick up, 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 pick up. It was helping me to concentrate. There's method to my madness, you know. Method to my madness. Now I get it. So, you know, when I did the shuffle the first time and I ended up putting all the fucking cards out and taking them back up in it, exactly the way that they were before I put them down. It's basically saying, hit the reset, Leo male. So the last thing I said to you was, don't treat the next woman that come into your life like as if she's whoever left your life last. So it's like clearing the slate and go back to factory settings. Like, be open to a good woman coming into your life. Okay, don't assume that the next woman that comes into your life is only there for your money like this idiot was. Okay, so basically God is saying to you to clean the slate and go with the flow. So like I said, if she's a hoe and she turned into a queen, then if you want to, make sure you treat her accordingly. And you should want to, because if I'm trying to change my life, then who are you to hold me to my past? You know? Maybe I needed to meet a good man like you to encourage me to slip out of my whole mentality and turn into a better version of myself. You see what I'm saying? So don't miss your blessing by holding on to the violation of this mumu. Okay? So take it right back to factory settings and treat your next woman like you never got your heart broken if you can. Okay, just pay attention to that person and how that person is treating you, and treat them according to how they treat you. Do not pass on the hurts from your previous relationships to an innocent person. Do you understand? She's innocent until she proves that she's guilty of something. Because you wouldn't want a woman to come into your life that's bringing baggage from her last idiot that she dealt with and put it on you as if you did the shit. You see, it doesn't make sense either way. It's wrong both ways. So yeah, that's another reason for things, for the cards doing that. Go back to the beginning, as you were before she was. Before she came into your life and disrupted your peace and tried to use you, go back to that version of yourself. Okay? That's the best gift that you can give yourself. Don't let your past ruin your future. Okay? So, finally we're here. Let's see their karma now. So, we got 500. What is that about? I don't know. Something about 500. So, 5, it's like half of 1,000. I don't know. We're gonna make it make sense soon. So give us a chance. Give us a chance. It'll make sense in a moment. So let's just try and remember. So 500 years or 500 something. Because yesterday, in the reading yesterday, the cards were coming out as a measurement of love. It was taking all types of shapes, to be honest with you. And then it settled on like a measurement of somebody's love. So let's see what it represents today. So whatever it is 500. check both of them before. Oh, sorry. Okay, so we got soil, and then we got the 400. Let's see the underlying issue. So whatever her karma is, she's about to be dirty, because I guess everybody's gonna hear about this shit. So her reputation is about to get fucked up for a while. Let's see the underlying issue. Oh, good God, the Chinese energy come back again. Let's see. We got 250. I think I'm going to get another deck to clarify this Chinese energy. There we got 2,000. We got the Anunnaki energy. So that's being on either side. You can either go really bad or go good or stay in the middle. That's what the Anunnaki energy can do. And then we got new job or a new man and a new location. So we got a fake birth certificate or a fake certificate. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. For a new life. We'll make sense of it all. And we got hide. And we got 15,000. And we got this, guys. More hiding. Oh God. Ooh, then we got 81 to 100. This coming out as years. And then we got birthmark. Like I said, the shit that we do today is paving the way for the quality of future we're gonna have in later on. Okay, that's how life works. We got digital ID, African, witness protection, more hiding, and a mix of. So that coming in like a changing kind of energy. And then we got 150 coming in next. And then we got fake coming in next. Let's make sense of all this. First of all, I want to get a clarification for the Chinese energy. Let's see. So Chinese, what's that? Yeah, I'm gonna do it, guys. Yeah, these Chinese people, they think they're fabulous. So they used to be fabulous. They're not fabulous anymore. I used to want a Chinese man. Now I don't want a Chinese man anymore. So we got I never want to see you again falling out. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. I want a serious relationship with you. That's the same in-out energy. Remember, that's what came out as the message. Let's see. So let's clarify the Chinese energy. So it's like being fake for as long as she was. Let's see. Interesting. Chinese is coming out as you broke my heart. So I know that's related to Chinese in a more general sense. I need to look into that. That's interesting. And the underlying issue is I did not believe you. Ooh, and then that's followed by I'm sorry. So having regrets, yeah, I was being overly protective of me. So this is exactly what she was doing. She was looking out for herself, just being very fish. Sex to do. She was sexing you real good, but she didn't want to change her player. So she was looking into other people as well. Oh, then we got I lied. And then we got equal partners. Also, now she wants you. And look, I was being influenced by a or some family members. You see what I'm saying? Her grandmas and her aunties and her her great grandma and her mother and all of them, they taught her to be a fucking gold digger. And look, I didn't care then, but I do now. So the Chinese energy is being clarified by you broke my heart. Now she broke her own heart. Okay? So she's heartbroken basically. Now she values you. Now she see that she did wrong by you. Yeah, but her reputation is soiled for quite some time. Okay, 400 whatever. I don't know if that's 400 days or 400 months or whatever, but you're not gonna be happy with her, and you know you don't want to see her for maybe in the future y'all can link back up, but right now you got to go. You got to go. Okay. So yeah, her mommy and whatnot, they taught her to be like that. So let's see. So you broke my heart. Then we got 250, and then we got 2000, and then we got Anunnaki. So yeah, so now this energy is like, what is she gonna choose to do? Is she gonna choose to become a good version of herself? Is she gonna get even worse, or is she gonna remain? Let's read on. So we got new job. So there's time going to pass. So she gonna be broken hearted for, we got 250 and 2000. So she gonna be broken hearted over you for a very long time. Could be days, it could be months. Okay. So anyway, we got new job, new location, and fake birth certificate. So it's like going to a new person but still being fake. Being in a new environment around a new person but still being fake. So it don't look like she learned her lesson, because we got now new life and then hide, and then we got 15,000. So it looked like she gonna do the same shit again. She hasn't quite learned her lesson. Okay, so whoever her next man is, she's doing the same thing to him. She's disguising herself. Then we got 81 to 100 years, and then we got birthmark. So it's like when she get really old, that's when she's gonna realize how she played the game of relationships so wrong, and you're the one that got away. And we got digital ID, African, witness protection. So what does African represent? Let's see. So the Chinese is represented by you broke my heart. Let's see what the African energy is in this case. And then you got witness protection. And a mix of. That's like being able to disguise yourself. But then there's protection, like. But the reading is basically over. She gonna hurt over you for a long while, and she has not learned her lesson. That's the. I'm just curious about this now. This is for my own educational purpose. But yeah, that's her karma. Her karma is to miss you, and realize that she messed up really bad. She had a good one. You loved her. You were willing to share your riches and your fame and whatnot with her willingly, and she thought that she had to be a criminal to get it out of you. So now you don't trust her and you don't want anything to do with her. That's her karma, to lose you. And then she find a new man. It's a new job, because that's what she see y'all as, a job. You provide money, so you are the fucking job. That's how she sees men. She'll find a new location and have a fake birth certificate, so faking who she is. And in this new life, she's gonna hide for a very long time. She's gonna disguise until she really get old and she lost her beauty and she lost her edge. And then now she gotta use her mind, because now she can't use her beauty no more. Maybe she got a bad hip by age 81 to 100, so she can't fling that shit in a circle anymore. So it's like, okay, now how you gonna survive? Now that you can't use your body to survive, to lure men in. Nobody want that old decrepit looking body. So what do you have now to make a man want to value you? See, you haven't built any friendships with anyone. You've just been using the people that came in your life. So now you're going to be alone. So let's see what the African energy, because if we don't understand the African energy in this reading, we're going to be missing quite a lot of what her future look like. It's important, I feel. Well, definitely it's important. Because I wasn't relating the Chinese energy with a broken heart, to be honest with you. I would have never got that. Okay. We're soon done here. So Africans. Sheesh. I'm not even gonna go no further. So we got I want to love you in the best way. There's that energy again. And I'm afraid of what others might think. And it's also clarified by I trust you. And I never want to see you again. So this is like being open. It's like when you move, I move. So if you want to love me, I'm going to love you. But there's some insecurity here, and I'm afraid of what others might think. But it's like you were willing to either, not you, she. So it's like she can't help herself. So she come back again with the same game. I want to love you in the best way. Because remember, that's what was the subject matter in the beginning. And then I'm afraid of what others might think. And then we got I trust you and I never again. Still playing game. Okay, so that's her digital ID. Then we got witness protection, a mix of, and then we got 150 and fake license. She's still up to no good. You haven't missed anything. Look at the bottom of the deck. I'm sorry again. You stupid bitch. So you already did it and you didn't learn from the last time. So you go and you find a next man that you think you can trap with your body and your sexual prowess and all that. You choose to use it on him. And then when that fails, now what? You're too old. Now you're too old. Nobody sees you as beautiful anymore. Nobody want your body. You can't use your body. You can't use your beauty. What are you gonna do? You're gonna turn into one of them stupid witches who want to use their granddaughter's youthful appearance and turn them into the same trash that you are. Eh? So you definitely not gonna learn your lesson. You're full of shit. Yeah, you're full of shit. So now you go and try and do what? Prostitute your granddaughters and your daughters and whatnot to make you money, because you know that no man want your old ugly ass. You never took the time for you to learn anything, and so that you can create a good, clean work environment for yourself. You never took any pride in your ability to provide financially for yourself by using your gifts and talents or skills or intelligence. You want to live a life of just you just want to live an easy life all your life. You don't want to work for what you don't want to go study. You don't want to work. You just think that you can be a gold digger. Listen, listen, listen. Keep this person's granddaughters away from them. That's what I can tell you. If you are the child of this woman, or even if she's your auntie or whatever, she gonna take your little daughters and their beauty and their youthfulness, and she gonna want to prostitute them because she don't know how to make money for herself. She gonna use them to bring funds in for her upkeep, and she feel like she right in doing so. This woman is a mess, and she is another disaster waiting to happen for a man. And after that is done, she's a disaster waiting to happen for her family. This woman is she's a menace to society. Okay, I'm saying that about her, but I know that there's a lot more like that around. Okay, so look around you and you see that's what these elder turn into when they can't use their body to trap the men and use them for their money anymore. They turn into predators of the young beautiful women, trying to turn them into hoes, and where they become the madams or they become the pimps because they need to have money coming in, and they have a old pussy that nobody want, so they want to use your young pussy. So they're not going to encourage you to go to school. They're not going to encourage you to find a job. They're going to encourage you to get into prostitution because that's all that they know. So they're passing off their germy way of thinking to you as a young woman or to your daughter. So be careful when you're leaving your daughters with their grandmother thinking that their grandma has sense. If you know that you have a mother that you grew up with who was a whore all her life and that's all she know, if you leave your daughters with them, she's not gonna teach them to go to college. She gonna teach them how to be a whore. Be real with yourself. And know that you are putting your in there. Grandma's gonna teach them some shit that they're not supposed to know. She probably got them out there sucking on cucumbers and whatnot, telling them, don't tell mommy. Teaching your daughters how to suck dick and all type of shit. Because they want to groom them to make them into the new money makers for her. It's a sad, sad world. I'm telling you, you gotta pay attention. This is not everybody's story, but for some people, that's their ugly reality. And if you don't want that to be your reality, then you need to pay attention. Because that's the kind of grandma that this type of woman will become. She knows nothing else but whoring herself. She didn't try anything else. So if she can't whore herself, then she gonna find somebody to whore. That's how it works. So thank you guys so very much for joining me on this next very long podcast. I wish us all well. Okay, so gentlemen, Leo male, you're the one that got away. You are the prize. Don't forget that. Okay. All right. Until next time, loves. Bye bye.